The Department of Foreign Affairs has said it is monitoring the situation in Spain and stands ready to provide consular assistance. Many Irish citizens have found themselves caught up in the flooding, but so far there are no reports of injuries.
This is the view from the 7th floor of an apartment building in Valencia city centre last night. It's the apartment that Dylan Gallagher and his fiancée were staying in after flying into the city yesterday afternoon.
We did only receive an emergency alarm yesterday at 8:30 p.m. when it was too late to prepare. It was too dangerous to go outside and to go to the shop. The roads all around us, they're completely flooded. The main road to the airport is underwater. It has cars abandoned everywhere on it. The railway, the underground train stations are completely flooded. And I suppose this is just a stark reminder that climate change is real.
Jessica Baker from Dublin lives further inland in the town of Alora in Malaga province. But the rains were equally heavy there.
Thanks about we are extremely lucky that our home is slightly elevated and we do have flood ditches around the house. So the water level didn't affect our home, we'll say. We won't be going anywhere for a few days. We're surrounded by mud, but we are dry in our houses. Unfortunately, a lot of the community hasn't been that lucky. I have a very good friend who bought a property here last year. Her property is completely destroyed. She was airlifted out of her home yesterday by helicopter.
Una Harty from Limerick lives in Valencia city centre. Evidence of last night's storm is clear on the city's streets and in the supermarkets.
I think it was around lunchtime or just before lunchtime. I think that the news got out that you should not be drinking the water. Everybody rushed. I was in one of the supermarkets here, Consume, at lunchtime, and it was mania. I don't think I've ever seen it so pissy in all my life. By the time I got to the water, I think there was like only a few of those kind of small little kids bottles left. So I grabbed whatever I could, and yeah, hopefully that'll do me now for the next couple of days.
It's unclear if the worst of the weather is over, as the rain continues to fall in many parts of the region. Joan O'Sullivan, RT News.
We're joined now from Valencia by journalist Patricia Murray, who's originally from Ireland. Patricia, we've just been watching that incredible footage of scenes of devastation. What's the situation there now?
Well, the situation is that they have found 73 people who are dead, and they're looking for more because they expect to have a large number of deceased. The area that they're searching for covers 100 square meters, 100 square miles. So that would be 100 square meters. So that would be 38.61 miles. So it's quite a large area, and of course, in the dark, it's very difficult to go through those country places because the floods are all over the place. Now, of the 73 declared dead at the moment, 2 of these deceased are civil guards who were trapped in their barracks in Paiporta. And there are no trains. There will be no trains until Sunday from Valencia to Madrid and vice versa. And the metro stations are all closed down and the trams are not working. And there is a skeleton timetable for the buses. So around the centre. So that's the situation. I live at the north side of the city, and really it didn't affect, there are no floods over this area. But on the other side of the city, yes, where the Albufera Lake is and inland, there's a great deal of disaster and destruction. And many of my friends were trapped. One friend was trapped on top of a car, and she was there for 10 hours.
Oh my goodness.
And there was another case of some neighbours. They were on a balcony and the floods were flashing by down the street, and one of their friends, they saw a friend in the middle of the water calling for help. They couldn't do anything to save her. She was just swept away. And that was terrible.